What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another Musaic OEM stealth radar and laser build for you. This one in a new BMW M5 CS, so let's go ahead and check it out. So if you followed our channel for a while, you would know that we generally always do the radar and laser in a stealth installation. Stealth meaning you cannot see the sensors. We build pods to integrate them perfectly into the front bumper or rear bumper of each car and make it to where it's going to perform to its maximum potential. Looking at the front end of this car, we have 4 sensors total. We used AL priority for the laser defense on this car. So essentially we have 2 RX, 2 TX. We built this pod here, this pod here. So we have a TX here, an RX here, and then the same correlation on the other side. This is going to be the best way to defend on this car. You'll see the testing videos here shortly where we shot it with Dragon Eye Compact, Dragon Eye Full Size, Stalker XLR, and it did impeccable on the new 6.15 firmware of the AL Priority. So stick around for the testing video. We will 3D scan the front bumper of your car and create and design these in 3D CAD. We'll 3D print these pods and fill the face of the pod with that IR acrylic lens. That IR acrylic lens is going to be the same material that the face of the original sensor is made out of, so the light can emit through that plastic with no issues. Both sensors completely hidden. Looks like a factory part on the front of this car. And if you look at this, there's other gloss black acrylic insets that are all over this bumper. So again, it's going to blend right in. You're never going to know anything is not factory on the front end of that car. Now, the radar that we use is going to be the Escort red line, and that radar receiver is right there behind the bumper. As far as the rear goes, we did 2 sensors total. We did 1 RX, 1 TX. You're going to see the pods that, again, we 3D printed, created, that are going to match the line that you see coming down here from the taillight, and it's going to house both sensors independently. It's always a little bit tricky when you're dealing with the trunk lid because you can't absorb the depth of the sensor unless you're cutting into the metal. So you always have to create some sort of a pod like that. You can't really do the license plate stuff because, again, the license plate, you'd have to absorb the sensor through the trunk lid. So unless you're okay with cutting the trunk lid, you cannot do any kind of like license plate design on something with a metal trunk lid. Rear radar receiver is back here right behind the bumper in the center. Now, as far as the inside goes, we have our 2 controllers, our AL priority controller and our Escort redline controller, both made in a 3D printed pod here underneath this articulating cover. Still have access here to the USB. Client didn't use the wireless charger before because there's really not much space in here. It's really inconvenient to put a phone in there. So we use this for the controllers to make them easy to access and easily hidden in here. Again, 3D printed pod that we created. Right here is going to be a AL priority LED, and then here is going to be the display for the Escort. I can overlay a picture here so you can see what it looks like. That sits up there behind smoked acrylic. That way it's going to be completely hidden when you're using the system. And right now we'll show you the testing of the system, which you're going to see it jamming to the gun and you're going to see it jamming to kill. So again, the mode where it's going to show how effective it is all the way up to the gun, and then the mode that you're generally going to ride around in, which is going to be jamming to kill. This is going to be unlimited jamming with the Dragon Eye from the front, Dragon Eye full size. Here's trying to get a lock, Doing great so far. Doing great. Jammed all the way up to the gun. Love to see that. It's going to be Dragon Eye Compact from the front, unlimited jamming. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. You can hear it, it's trying. Nothing yet. Absolutely nothing, no reading, but I'll hit that car that's going right there. Instant 41 miles an hour on the car that just passed us. So Dragon Eye Compact, Dragon Eye Full Size, unlimited jamming. That whole 25 seconds of driving blocks it all the way up to the gun. Dragon Eye Full Size, Dragon Eye Compact. And this is on ALP's new software 6.15. Nothing, nothing. Absolutely nothing from the rear. This is gonna be 4-second jamming. First I'm gonna hit the car in front. So we'll get a reading there. Boom, 34 miles an hour, car in front. Gonna hit the car behind. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So 4 seconds, it gives him the time to slow down, and then I get a reading before he passes me. So generally that's how we're always gonna drive, because again, you don't want the cop to get a 0 reading, right? We showed you the jamming to the gun shots to show you how effective it performs over a long period of time, all the way up to the gun. But this is gonna be jamming to kill. Essentially, he has 4 seconds to slow down to get a reading from the cop, right? So he'll get alerted inside, and then immediately he has a 4-second clock to slow down to the speed limit, so I still get a reading before he passes me. So thank you guys so much for following along these videos. If this is the first radar laser job you've seen us do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the alert bell, letting you know anytime we drop a new video. We have a ton of these videos circulating on YouTube. We test each system. We have multiple guns to test, and you as a client are allowed to shoot your own car if you're curious of how this system holds up without any kind of smoke and mirrors and shenanigans. There's so many people that install this stuff and they just install it and then give the client their keys back and have no idea if it works, which is crazy to me considering that a lot of times we test, we find issues, whether it's hardware related, firmware related, or equipment related. So we have to figure out exactly what to do, or figure out how to make the system work the best that it can be. A lot of times we'll test placements of the spots on the front to see if that's where we want to end up using the sensors. Very important to test the car with actual guns. Follow us on TikTok. You'll see plenty of videos like this one here make it to TikTok well before it makes it to YouTube, so follow me on TikTok. Also follow us on Instagram. This is going to be the other avenue of media that we always pump out stuff before it makes it to YouTube. Check out our website, musaicdesign.com. This is going to be a one-stop shop to show you all the different jobs that we've done. They're all labeled by types of jobs, manufacturers, and then you can see the build logs associated with each video that you're seeing now with each job that we've ever done. So go ahead and check that out. Here's my phone number followed by my email address. These are the 2 best points of contact for me if you're looking at getting a job done by us. We are a dealer of Uniden, we're a dealer of AL Priority, we're a dealer of K40, we're a dealer of Escort. So again, no reason to discriminate a certain brand. We love them all, we use them all, and you know, we can install anything that you have. And like always guys, I appreciate the follow, appreciate the feedback.
Until next time, peace.